Today I will introduce you to a travel itinerary visiting the most beautiful destinations in Vietnam, Hue-Da Nang-Hoi An. The journey is approximately 1,400 kilometers round trip. Join me on this adventure. We woke up quite early and started our trip at 4 a.m. It was still quite dark. My travel companion today is my wife. Because we mainly traveled on the highway, we went quite fast. The scenery along the way was also quite beautiful. We enjoyed the view as we drove. Finally, after a 10-hour drive covering approximately 700 kilometers, we arrived in Da Nang. This is the Dragon Bridge, the iconic landmark of the city. You can see the image of a golden dragon, and in the evening, tourists can watch this dragon breathe fire. This is the coastal road in Da Nang, with a long beach and beautiful turquoise water. There are many hotels along the way. Tonight we'll stay in Da Nang to have some seafood. And now we're going to look for a very famous seafood restaurant here. But it seems to be hidden deep inside and a bit hard to find.
Anh ơi, năm xanh hải sản như thế nào nhỉ?
We probably weren't familiar with the area, so it was a bit difficult. We wandered around for a while before finally finding the sign, and then to our surprise,
Về kiểu gì đấy chứ? Thế à? Thế ngõ ngách này chuột hơi chuẩn.
and here I saw the restaurant sign. The area was decorated with many lights, leading to a very lively and bustling restaurant. There were quite a few customers eating there. It was a real surprise. I didn't think there would be such a large restaurant inside this alley. This restaurant has been awarded the Michelin Award 3 times. This restaurant is really well known with good prices and delicious food. Now we are going to find a table. The staff are guiding us and taking our order. And now we've finished ordering and are waiting. I discovered this restaurant has been honored with a Michelin 3 times. The staff guided us to choose fresh seafood, which they weighed right there. This is the fresh seafood area. There are also many people choosing seafood here. Afterward, they immediately prepared the dishes for us. This is our first dish. The shrimp here is very sweet and fragrant. The yellow plate is seafood fried rice. Next, we'll have oysters and crab. The food here is truly delicious and fresh. Next up is the seafood hot pot. The broth is delicious and sweet. I waited for the water to boil and added everything. This broth will be eaten with rice noodles. Besides, there's plenty of seafood in the hot pot. Now we've eaten our fill and paid the bill. The total was only about $20. So cheap and delicious. If you come here, don't forget to try this restaurant. Da Nang at night is beautiful, and there are many beautiful and luxurious hotels here. Now we'll go find something to eat for dessert. This is Vietnamese sweet soup, very delicious and refreshing. We also saw many foreign tourists passing by. Finally, we finished eating, and now it's time to go home. It's 5 a.m. now. We woke up and walked to the beach for a swim. It only takes 5 minutes to get from the hotel to the beach. It's still dark. The streets are very quiet and the shops haven't opened yet. This is my An beach in Da Nang. The beach looks big and wide. Many people have already come here early. Look how happy my wife is. The sunrise will be beautiful later and now that it's getting light, I'm heading to the beach for a swim. The sunrise is so beautiful right now. My wife is even floating on the surface of the water and relaxing. It looks so chill. There's a sign here prohibiting swimming more than 30 meters out as it's very dangerous. So now we'll take a walk along the beach. There are many fun activities here. This is a frisbee game with two people throwing and catching frisbees at opposite ends. Now we started heading back to the hotel. I came across people feeding these cats. They were so kind.
So cute.
The streets were still quite quiet. It seemed like the shops hadn't opened yet. There are many shops offering foot massages like this one. If you're tired, you can relax here. And this is the hotel we're staying at. It's a mid-range hotel, but quite clean. The price for one night is around $22. Now let's go have breakfast. Today we're going to a very famous restaurant that's highly reviewed on social media. They have a delicious and inexpensive mackerel fish soup. A bowl of this soup is only $1.50. The broth has a light sweetness from the crab. The noodles are thick and it's really flavorful.
Anh ra hay không? Anh ra không?
Now we're going to travel to Hue An, about 20 kilometers from Da Nang. Hue An is a very interesting ancient city. Let's go. And here we are, we've arrived. This is a very famous banh mi shop. Even though I'm already full, I'll still buy one.
Anh ăn ở đây mấy lần rồi ạ?
Hoi An banh mi is very special. Inside the bread are herbs, cucumber, crispy roasted pork, pate, and various spicy sauces, all blended together for a crunchy and delicious taste. Now we're going to go see the play, but first we need to eat something. We came across a roadside duck porridge stall run by locals. We ordered 2 bowls and surprisingly, it was delicious and cheap. Only $1.50 for 2 bowls of duck porridge.
Chung cũng được. Luộc chưa? Em ăn rồi em đi thôi.
Ngon.
Cho anh lại đây nhá.
Cái này nở hả?
Đâu đâu.
Cái này nở hơn hả?
Con nghĩ cái này nọt hơn, có phần luồn hơn. Được chưa?
Ra dưới không nghe con.
Now we'll cross this bridge to reach the Hoi An Memories tourist area. The sunset was beautiful. The security guard directed us to a parking spot. Here I saw many foreign tourists parking their cars. The afternoon weather was truly beautiful and romantic. We had to go through the main gate where there was a ticket check before we could enter. A ticket for the evening show here costs $27 per person.
Oh.
This is a square built to resemble an ancient city gate. It's decorated with many statues. We strolled around to explore. Here, they recreate a scene of trade with many cultural identities from various countries around the world. I found this horn quite interesting. When you blow into it, the water jet rises, and the harder you blow, the higher the water sprays. This is the Hoi An Impression Park. Let's step through this gate together and explore what's inside. We've just stepped into another world. This area has many souvenir shops, so let's explore them. The architecture here is very old-fashioned, and the products sold here reflect the rich culture of the local people.
Tôi thử lên coi.
On this side, there are also many tourists interested in the products and being introduced to them by the staff. Further inside is a very large park area, and more tourists are coming in. The landscaping here is also very beautiful. That was a very special show, rich in Vietnamese folk culture. Besides that, there are also many street food stalls here. The architecture is quite beautiful. You can easily take a great photo just by pointing your camera. The sunset was beautiful, and we continued our stroll, exploring the surrounding scenery. On this side, the architecture resembled Japanese style. They recreated many different styles from various countries such as China, Japan, Spain, and more. This is the Japanese bridge, also known as the Bridge Pagoda, one of the most famous historical and architectural landmarks in the ancient town of Hoi An, Quang Nam Province. They're holding some kind of competition over here. Let's go take a look. There are many shows and performances for visitors to watch here, as well as interactive sessions. These are just warm-up activities and not the main show of the evening. Now it's time for the audience interaction, and I'm quite surprised to see so many truly interesting programs here. After the performance, everyone can take a stroll and enjoy street food. The area is decorated with many beautiful and vibrant lights in various colors. And this is the section showcasing the cultural identities of many countries around the world, such as France, Vietnam, Spain, Portugal, Japan, and China.
điệu vô cùng quyến rũ, vô cùng nóng bỏng và chân chơi gì nữa. Nào quý vị thưởng thức nha. Đây lắc mạnh lên chứ không khí đi cho mẹ cái cô gái ơi. Nào nào nào, chứ bị nhân nào lát ở đây nói với một câu nha. Dạ cái gì quan khách ơi, như quý vị đã thấy đây là Kim Cúc, đây là Hồng Lan. Hai đứa con gái của em ở trên công việc lòng mới gả gì mình bàn từ một xíu rồi mà đã nhớ em phải về đây nhảy múa lắc lư. Em ơi là tim của em cũng như là tim của quý vị quan khách phải đúng đưa theo gì đó mà. Dạ Hội An của chúng em không chỉ có danh lam thắng cảnh mà còn có các món ăn vô cùng đặc sắc và đặc biệt ở nơi đây tất cả dạ cái gì ạ? Rồi Thánh Hồng ơi cái gì vậy, sao gì nè, sao gì nè, nào đừng thức tiếp đi. Trời ơi ngay sau đây xin mời quý vị quan khách cùng hưởng mắt với cộng thanh chào đón sự trở lại của tiểu thư nhà họ Trần. Một lần nữa tìm kiếm cho mình một mối nhân duyên. Ai sẽ là người may mắn trong buổi tối hôm nay đây? Nào xin mời thưởng thức. Nào dạ em muốn lên trên kia hả? Lát rồi đi bà Mai đưa lên nha. Con gái của mẹ đi đâu hết rồi? Bất ngờ quá đi hả? Đây là một món quà vô cùng đặc biệt của chúng nhà là dành tặng cho quý vị quan khách đó mà tôi khỏi đi đây. Và xin kính chúc quý vị quan khách sẽ có nhiều niềm vui và tràn đầy kỷ niệm tại đảo phía Hội An. Nào quốc gia của cậu bên sau mà nào các bạn mau đi bước đây đi. Quý vị quan khách đang rất mong chờ để chiêm ngưỡng thiên nhiên của các con nữa nè. Nào nhà Hội An mưa cũng đã đến rồi. Em ơi dân chơi không sợ mưa rơi nha quý vị. Càng ở đâu thì càng vui trong tối đêm nay. Nào con gái của em rất mong được ra mắt quý vị quan khách rồi. Em ơi nó đi mà nó rung vậy rung ra. Dạ ơi và đây là nhân vật chính trong buổi tối hôm nay, một nhân vật rất là đặc biệt. Tiểu thư nhà họ Trần đã một lần nữa trở lại với chúng ta, mong muốn nhận được một tấm chân tình. Dạ rồi lúc nào không biết lòng ai chưa chụp được cho tú cầu của con gái nhà em thì ngay tại đây mau nhanh tay lẹ chứ lên đây để biết đâu chừng con gái của em sẽ nhìn chúng rồi sao. Nào con gái ơi, Giang con ngọc của mẹ ơi, nhìn cho kỹ nghe, cho thiệt là rõ ràng nghe không? Ai đây? Ai xung phong không? Trời ơi, em hả? Dạ chào anh. Trời ơi, cưng chị đi bán luôn hả? Bán em mua hết. Trời ơi, chúc mừng anh trở thành người đàn ông may mắn. Rồi nè. Dạ lên nè anh ơi. Anh ơi lên lại đi không sao đâu. Cho em năn nỉ với anh nha em ơi. Dạ thôi đi. Dạ thôi nha. Nói này gì vậy xem là đừng có tiếng nghe không? Dạ đây là chàng trai may mắn thứ hai trong buổi tối hôm nay. Dạ bây giờ tụi ta chưa đâu bị chúc mừng cho lời trai tài gái sắc. Trời ơi cưng quá đi hả? Ghét ghê bà này bà bán rồi cái báo hồng dưỡng rồi nè. Dạ rồi đứng đây chơi nhanh một xíu nha. Đây góp vui nha. Câu chuyện ngày hôm nay hai chị hạnh phúc khi một thành tựu hòa chung không khí để cùng với tiểu thư nhà họ Trần đã tìm được ý chung nhân tuổi ơi. Và bây giờ
Let's switch scenes and watch another show, a stunning view of the river. Now let's take a night stroll. This is Japan Street. It's beautifully decorated here with lots of colorful and dazzling lights. Now for the main part of today. This is the check-in area for the Hoi An Memories Show. Everyone's flocking here, so let's go inside and check in. The show is entirely outdoor and very elaborately organized, combining sound, light, and incredibly beautiful effects. The Hoi An Memories Show tells the story of Hoi An's history from ancient times to the present day, along with the rich cultural heritage of its people. This passage tells the story of a prince and princess meeting and getting married. Both of them sang beautifully. This part creates a stunning effect. A dragon and a deity appear with radiant halos. This part featured merchants from various countries greeting the audience, and the finale was spectacular. It was truly a fascinating experience, a vividly recreated memory of Hoi An. Everyone applauded. The audience was indeed very large. Now, let's head to Hoi An Old Town for a stroll and a very enjoyable boat trip on the river. Hoi An is beautiful at night with its ancient and impressive architecture.
Đâu? Đây ở đây đâu? Chị ơi, cho em hỏi ra chỗ thuyền là chỗ nào nhỉ? Vâng, cảm ơn chị.
There were many tourists strolling through the streets at night, and also many people relaxing with coffee on the sidewalk. It was truly peaceful. Finally, we reached the river, and now we're going to rent a boat to relax. The ticket is $5.70 per person. It was a really fun experience. The river here is beautiful, and the boats are decorated with lots of lights. Additionally, you can also make a wish and release floating lanterns onto the river like this. This is An Hoi Bridge, a completely pedestrian bridge which is decorated with lanterns and dazzling lights in the evening. It is one of the most famous spots for sightseeing, taking photos, and releasing floating lanterns when tourists visit Hoi An at night. And now, let's go back and stop at a street food stall for a meal. They have two specialties here, quang noodles and cao lao. These are two of the local delicacies.
Có phải cho đây là cái gì? Cao lẩu. Đây là cây quảng.
The total price for these two bowls is $2.50. The next morning we rented a bicycle for 50 cents to cycle around Hoi An Old Town. It was a very enjoyable experience. This is Hoi An Old Town in the morning, with many tourists already taking pictures. We continued cycling. The feeling of cycling around early in the morning was very pleasant. And this is the famous bridge that everyone who comes to Hoi An wants to photograph. This is the Japanese bridge. The Japanese bridge, also known as the Bridge Pagoda, is one of the most famous historical and architectural landmarks of Hoi An ancient town. Built around the late 16th and early 17th centuries by Japanese merchants, it bears a strong architectural influence, combining Vietnamese, Japanese, and Chinese styles. The bridge spans a small branch of the Thu Bon River, which flows into the Huai River. Now, let's take a break, have some coffee and breakfast. We found a really chill and beautiful cafe. If you come to Hoi An, remember to try the coffee. It's delicious. This is the incredibly delicious Hoi An bread. Sitting here, you'll feel very relaxed and peaceful. Many tourists pass by. Across the street, you'll see the shop owner lighting incense and praying, hoping for a lucky day with more sales. Today we have a very special guest, a pigeon that has come to find food. The owner said that this pigeon comes here every day at this time to look for food. A street vendor often feeds this pigeon. It seems it has become quite familiar with everyone here. We said goodbye to the Super Chill Cafe and headed to lunch. On the way, we came across a large crowd of people taking photos and checking in on social media. This is a chicken rice restaurant in Hoi An that someone recommended to us. When you come to Hoi An, you absolutely must try Hoi An chicken rice. It's incredibly delicious. Hoi An chicken rice typically consists of two parts: rice and shredded chicken mixed with spices and various vegetables. And here is our chicken rice. It already looks delicious and appetizing. Let's eat. Remember to add all the seasonings for the best taste.
Mà cho anh ít cái nước này trộn giải lên đã.
Vừa vừa thôi không đầy.
Không, cái này là sốt bọt.
If I had to rate the best dish I've had since I arrived, this Hoi An chicken rice would definitely deserve a 10 out of 10. After eating, we headed back to Da Nang. The beaches in Da Nang are truly beautiful. Now we'll go into Da Nang City to eat at a very famous snail restaurant.
Cho anh lật sữa này nữa này.
Được á.
Đấy, chỉ cần một quả.
Được.
Nói là chị ăn không muối.
Here we are, we've arrived. This snail restaurant is located a bit deep in a small alley. I don't think a car will fit. And now, let's eat some snails. These snails are really interesting. You eat them by sucking them out with your mouth like this. The snails are marinated with a very fragrant and delicious flavor.
Mua đi. Ăn người ta cứ hút.
After eating, we moved on. Now we're going up Son Tra mountain nearby to watch the sunset and the city of Da Nang. This is a mountain road with lots of green trees. We can start to see the city in the distance. And this is the sunset we captured from above. After watching the sunset, we went to a seafood restaurant in the city. We had so many delicious dishes today. The next morning, we woke up at 4 a.m. to go to the market to buy fresh fish, and this is the market gate. Passing through the gate, there were many people busily buying and selling seafood of all kinds.
Rơi nhỉ? Nay chả có ai rơi. 3-4 người đấy.
I witnessed a scene where the buyer and seller were arguing.
Bữa lắm dùng như bạn món tay rồi cái này bán hàng à.
Ghê chị, nói cho má đi.
This is the dock where the boat just arrived. We bought a very cheap batch of crabs and lobsters. The whole bag cost only $2. After buying the fish, we asked a young man to pack and marinate it in a box like this because the journey home was long and we needed to pack it very carefully to keep it fresh. This young man was very kind and helpful. After packing the fish in ice, they even sprinkled salt on the ice to increase its coolness and keep it fresher. And this is the result of our early morning effort, a styrofoam box full of fresh seafood.
dễ gì gặp lại đúng không?
Vâng, chắc thế rồi đấy. Cảm ơn anh nhá.
Năm sau anh nha.
Lần sau nha.
Ngồi chỗ đấy nha.
And now we're going to visit a very famous market in Da Nang City. Let's see what we can find there.
Bây giờ mình đi tìm máy à?
There are many delicious local specialties here. Now we'll follow the reviews to find one that's very special.
Mình thiếu mấy người nữa, gia đình 7 người đâu, em 2 người.
This shop is very crowded. It's famous for its very fresh and delicious avocado ice cream. The owner worked very quickly. Finally, we got 2 cups of avocado ice cream. They looked very appealing and appetizing. They must have tasted delicious and refreshing. Now let's continue our journey and enjoy other dishes. Today, I have to eat every delicious food here. This is grilled pork skewers served with rice paper and a variety of vegetables. The owner even taught us the best way to eat it.
Đó, ăn cái dài đó, đi leo chua qua.
Ôi, có cái muỗng nào khác?
Con.
We had eaten our fill, and to end our journey at the market, we bought 5 kilograms of rambutan to eat along the way. Bidding farewell to Da Nang, we began our journey to Hue. This is the Hai Van Pass overlooking the beautiful Da Nang Bay. Along the way, we passed by the Hai Van Quan historical site to explore. Hai Van Quan, dubbed the most magnificent pass in the world, is a famous historical site and scenic spot located on the summit of Hai Van Pass, the natural boundary between Da Nang City to the south and Tua Tien Hui Province to the north. Situated at the top of Hai Van Pass at an altitude of approximately 496 meters above sea level, it was built in 1826 during the reign of Emperor Min Mang, Nguyen Dynasty. It was once a fortified outpost, a crucial defensive gate protecting the capital city of Hue to the north and Giadin/Quang Nam to the south. Now let's head back to Hue City. As soon as I arrived in Hue, I immediately ate Hue beef noodle soup, a local specialty which was very delicious and distinctive. Hue is really delicious, and after our meal, we even got to enjoy this refreshing coconut jelly dessert. The people of Hue are very enthusiastic and friendly, and the prices here are also very reasonable. We really enjoy coming to Hue. This is my 5th time here. Now we're going for a relaxing massage. Then we'll go eat at a very famous dessert shop here. The shop was very crowded, so we had to wait a while. Finally, the 2 cups of dessert were ready. They were delicious, refreshing and cool.
Khác nhau vậy?
Không biết.
Em xin ra ăn trong này.
It was really delicious, very easy to eat and refreshing. After finishing our meal, we discovered a shop selling pressed rice cakes nearby, so we continued eating there.
À, miếng thịt ra này.
Sầm đó em.
And finally, our 5-day, 4-night journey has come to an end. Now we are on our way back to Hanoi, a distance of 700 kilometers. Thank you everyone for watching the video.